What the hell was that? That's not our theme song.
Of course it is.
Since when?
Since the new season began.
Since autumn? Fall? What do you...
I guess more like a TV season where it flips from like season 1 to season 2. We've done the first 100 episodes and now we're on like the next 100.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I should just get used to it and stop whining.
Good words to live by.
All joking aside, yeah, I don't know. We changed songs because, you know, a couple listeners were like, "Yeah, I don't like your song." You know, and I was like, "Okay, fantastic." And then you were like, you know, in the moment of me saying like, "Oh, who are these, you know, friggin' people don't like our song?" You were like, "Yeah, I don't really like it either." And I'm like, "What?"
I wouldn't say
This whole time?
I wouldn't say like I didn't.
It this whole time?
I wouldn't say that. Like, it's not like I hated it. It was just more like, it's fun, but I'm okay to switch it up or try something new.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
So, if you like the new song, that's like us too.
Me too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
If you don't like the new song, bite me. I don't. Like, it is what it is. Give us something better. We'll use that.
Sure. Welcome to the show.
How you doing?
Good. I am good. We just talked about this. We are concluding the Harry Potter series, which has been a journey in both the films that represent the Harry Potter film series, but it's also been a journey for us because if you look at when we started, it was pre-COVID, and man, has our world changed from when we started and throughout this whole mini-series, and it's kind of crazy.
It is a little bonkers.
Yeah.
Speaking of bonkers, as we are recording this, shit's getting a little cray-cray down south. Tonight is the 2020 United States presidential election.
Aha.
And that's all I'm going to say on that.
Could be interesting.
Just watching the results.
Yep.
Yeah. So, welcome.
Welcome.
Expelliarmus.
Expelliarmus. It feels like it's been a long time since we've done I'm not going to say a normal episode, but it like Spooktober was fun, but it was like a whole series of it's unique doing a film now that's not like a horror or like a Halloween themed film. It just seems like it's been a while. Or a 100th episode. Yeah, exactly. Episode. Right?
Yeah. Man, October. All that shit just ate up October really quick.
Right? For sure.
Bite-sized Snickers. Question, Snickers or Mars?
Snickers all the way. But I don't have a nut allergy, so I appreciate that in the Snickers. Some people don't like nuts, so they prefer the Mars.
Right. Which I didn't realize until like a week ago. Mars is nut-free. And that's why if you order or if you buy one of those boxes, the Mars bars come in their own little baggie.
Exactly. Yep. 100%.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I think so. I more found out recently as well, like maybe last year, not that long ago.
The things we were lied to about growing up.
Next week on the Movie Men podcast. Let's start.
That'd be a great episode.
I don't know. Would it? Maybe. Depends where we go.
I don't know. It depends on how dishonest your parents were, I guess.
Oh, that's true. Let's start.
My parents told me they loved me. Just picturing us all like sitting in a friggin' a school cafeteria on a Sunday afternoon on chairs in a circle. My parents told me they loved me and that there was a such thing as the tooth fairy. Okay, thanks. Thanks for sharing this week, Brady.
Thanks.
Now on to you, Pete. Pete, how are you feeling?
Oh, Yeah, I don't know where to go with that. I just don't know.
Neither.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said it.
Yeah. Let's get into it. We'll start, like with most of our other episodes, we'll start with a trivia question for you. It's been a trivia question that's lingered on a few episodes, and it'll obviously come to a head because it's the last episode for Harry Potter. So,
sure is.
True or false? Easy. There's only two options.
True.
Was the Deathly Hallows Part 2, which is obviously this Harry Potter film, was this Harry Potter film ever the highest grossing film in the Harry Potter franchise, yes or no?
I mean, it had to be, because this was the film where we were going to find out if the dude without a nose could kill the dude without the parents. Like, this was... Everything was friggin' riding on this. Is Snape a good guy? Is he a douchebag? Who knows?
I've never considered it like that, like team no nose versus team no parents.
No parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yes, it had to have been. True. Okay. Yes, it was.
So you're right, and it's true. And the reason I asked this, and the reason I thought it was of significance, or at least I found it interesting, so Philosopher's Stone, the first Harry Potter film, was the highest grossing film in the entire franchise until this film. And I just thought that was kind of interesting and significant because I would have assumed that, yeah, obviously the first film would have been popular, and maybe even for the first few, number one might have just been the highest grossing for a while just because Harry Potter was a big deal in number one, and maybe there was a bit of, I would have expected maybe a bit of ebb and flowing throughout the years of maybe some interest in, some difference, and maybe just eventually kind of leading up to the final film being the highest grossing. But it was really just like the first film was the highest grossing for 9.5 years, and then the final film was the highest grossing. Like there wasn't like a graduated, like film 2 was now the King of the Castle, film 3 was the King of the Castle. It wasn't like a build-up. And I thought there would have been a bit of a build-up like that, like it's kind of gaining popularity. Hey, at least my perception was when these last couple films came out, like it was like, hey, this is kind of a big deal. Let's all, even if you're not into Harry Potter, if you're a fringe person, let's all kind of go. And I thought that would have been the case. Like the last few kind of would have been like the biggest, highest grossing. And it just wasn't the case. It was just number one was the sheriff in town for almost 10 years. And then the final one finally just beat it out.
Well, it's because all of the people who did the Harry Potter franchise the same way you do a book report that you forgot about. You read the first one, you read the first couple pages, you read the last couple of pages to see how the thing ends.
I guess.
And so, yeah, I wonder, is there a big group of people who went to see the first one and they're like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
We'll wait 10 years, we'll catch the last one, and, I don't know, fill in the blanks. I can't explain that.
Yeah, it literally started strong, then a bit of a roller coaster up and down, but it was all well below number one, and then just like took off in the final one. Wasn't like a gradual ascension to be like, okay, we're building up to the final one being the highest. It was like nothing, boom. So, yeah, that was my question. I thought that was interesting, and let's get into it.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we typically start these things one way.
We do.
Tequila shots all around.
Patronus shots.
Patronus shots.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we do typically start this in a fashion. So I've got some good news and I've got some bad news. The good news. Well, the bad news is I did not wrap the 2-minute summary this week. It's just literally going to be a 2-minute summary.
You had so long. You had weeks.
I did.
Months.
I did. Years, you might even say. But the good news is I do have a song to share.
I'm listening.
We'll get to it. I'll do my 2-minute summary and then we can listen to the song. My explanation is...
It's like a different thing.
Oh, yeah.
Like they're separate things. Okay.
Separate things. And my explanation is my intent was to match up the previous film where I did a 2-minute summary in a rap format. And it was kind of like a square peg in a round circle. I just wasn't feeling it. And I had two ideas on the go. And I wasn't feeling rap I was going to say rapinizing, but I wasn't feeling making this into a rap. I just wanted to do it. And my passion was towards making a different thing a song, and that's what I went with. I followed my heart. And that's all you can expect from me. Following my heart.
I mean, I expect a lot more, but it's unfair of me. So,
all right, let's start with the rapid summary. So it's the final film. Buckle up, bit of a longer one, but we'll get through this. Rest in peace, Dobby is how we start. Obviously, we hear it for the 15th time. The wand chooses the wizard, Mr. Potter. Some goblin wooing goes down at Gringotts. We have a multiplying treasure curse. You throw me the idol, I throw you the whip situation, except throwing a Horcrux and a sword. In the words of Ron, some absolutely brilliant dragon taming. With the Horcrux and Voldemort, we have some PTSD for Harry again, and we're getting a real true connection between Harry and Voldy. Like a long-lost friend, Hogwarts is back, but still no Quidditch. Harry comes back, and he's very vague, very non-specific, and very unhelpful, but still tries to rally the troops because they're looking for a Horcrux in Hogwarts, doesn't know where or what it looks like or how to find it, or really anything at all for that matter. Headmaster Snape tries to smoke out Harry. How dare you stand where he stood? That line kind of is legendary at this point. Give me Harry Potter, and you will be rewarded, Voldemort said. Hufflepuff Cup gets destroyed. Then finally, Ron and Hermione kind of kiss, and it gets spicy. And this causes Voldemort to kind of go apeshit on the school and attack it. The Bridge of Khazad-dûm is solely guarded by Neville. Goyles set the room of requirement on fire. Ron screams like a hysterical child. This film, just in general, the ratio of Horcruxes that are destroyed in this film compared to number one makes number one seem like an absolute joke. Cold-blooded burn alert. How can you live with yourself? Voldemort asks Lucius. I thought that was so cold-blooded. I laughed, but I was also like, dang, like that is just demeaning and awful, all wrapped into one there.
Considering who it's coming from.
Is that old belt buckle says, y'all want to be a master of the Elder Wand? Y'all got to disarm the previous owner. Take my tears, said jolly old Snape. And one last thing, you have your mother's eyes. Oh, and one more last thing, Harry. Please erase my internet search history, as I have enough time to explain 20 things, but not enough time to actually explain everything. We find out the Snape and Lily Potter romantic origin story. Unbiased neutral comment alert. James Potter was a lazy, arrogant scumbag. Snape looking out for the Potters all along. Snape had to kill Dumbledore, and so essentially Snape was the hero after all. Voldemort lives in Harry. When it comes time, the boy must die. Hagrid returns in chains, captive to Voldemort. Suspenseful music plays. Harry gives himself up to Voldemort, and the boy who lived came to die. Heavenly Dumbledore shows Harry a creepy, skinless, sickly, even more sickly Voldemort under a bus station bench. But Harry is alive, and the wand never belonged to Snape, but to Draco, whom Harry disarmed. Nagini turns to smoke, and so does Voldemort. Filch, starts cleaning up the rubble with a broom, and it's a little premature. That's, kind of got ahead of himself. Harry destroys the Elder Wand and throws it away. And to some, the movie should end here. To others, we jump 19 years later with some awful film aging techniques of our main cast, and the audience's 10-year film journey concludes. And that is the Deathly Hallows Part 2.
Bravo.
That's it.
Ultimately, I don't care. I just want to listen to whatever this song is. I gotta be honest.
Yeah, I mean, you can listen anytime. I will say the film or the song is about who I feel is the true hero, not only of Harry Potter number 8, but of just the whole series.
Okay, well, I'm going to play it now.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay. I'm Snape. Oh hey, I've come back here to say, those bad things that you hate me for, that wasn't me, no way. I was always known for my great sass. I singled Harry out in front of the class, but I had to stamp out his little spunk. That's why I treated him like a punk. Was potions master at Hogwarts, professor of defense against the dark arts. As headmaster I wasn't dithering, and of course the head of Slytherin, the famed half-blood prince. I was competent as heck. Teaching snot-nosed brats all day, the monotony made me a wreck. You'll find out once I lowered my guard that I loved Lily in this regard. And sure, I rode Harry pretty hard, but his dad was a jerk and left me scarred. But I didn't do those evil things, just intensely wild and wizard schemes. Being evil was not my intent, no way for Slytherin to represent. And Harry was a whiny twit, so I bullied him, I will admit. I'm a grown-ass man, I hear you say I'm anything but cliche. Killing Dumbledore was quite sad, but it was his idea, don't be mad. I was a hero in a way, just uniquely done to display. Now I did out Lupin as a wolf. Joining the Death Eaters was no goof. I did kill Dumbledore on the roof, but it was all for good, just a big spoof. Oh man, was I misunderstood. How dare I stand where he stood? You coward, yelled McGonagall as I flew out of that great hall. Now consider all the good from me. I taught Harry some occlumency, saved him from Professor Quirrell, a double agent of Albus's referral, protected the Potters from Voldemort, and watched their son like a good escort. These tales aren't meant to mislead. Take my tear, I'll bring you up to speed. But I didn't do those evil things, just intensely wild and wizard schemes. Being evil was not my intent, no way for Slytherin to represent.
I mean, wow. So there's two things I can say.
Sure.
The first thing is, holy shit. That's amazing. And the second thing is, the only regret that I really have in life is that you haven't done a song for every 007 film. I mean...
Oh. I don't even know what...
Particularly the Roger Moore era.
Could you imagine? Oh.
Just friggin' lay into him. It was amazing, man.
Thank you.
I'm a little worried that you're gonna, you'll discover the career that you have in rap, and that you're gonna get too busy for the podcast. But
yeah,
we shall cross that bridge when we come to it.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, it goes without saying, Snape was a boss, and even when I didn't know he was a double agent, I was like, hey, you've got your reasons for being evil. I still think you're a boss. And it turned out it was all for good, so.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, a Roger Moore rap. That's like leaving a bad taste in my mouth, but I'm also intrigued, so we'll see. We'll see. That's all I will say.
Okay. All right.
So, yeah.
So, how do you, I don't know where to go, man.
Lead the way. Lead it.
Okay. So, the last Harry Potter film.
Sure.
Overall, pretty damn good movie.
Yeah, I'd say.
You alluded to, we just, we go, okay, let's actually hike up our socks and destroy some Horcruxes here.
Yeah.
Let's think with our brain and just get the job done.
We could do more camping, or we could destroy them.
We could make another s'more, or save the world.
Yeah.
Decisions. Yeah, I mean, there's so many things. There's a lot of things in this movie that I like. There's a lot of things that leave me a little perplexed. I like Snape's redemption.
Sure.
I like that he's the good guy. And I like that it's not just, he was always the good guy. Because then you're like, really? Mm-hmm. That's quite a... No, prior to... during Voldemort's first tirade, Snape was a a Voldemort worshipping douche. He was.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He was actually a Death Eater.
Mm-hmm. True. Yep.
And the only reason he came back is because Voldemort believed the prophecy to be the chosen one, to be about Harry's mother, Lily.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Snape loved it. And so Snape comes to Dumbledore begging for help. Right? Because Snape knows that Voldemort's going to kill Lily. And so Snape comes to Dumbledore asking for protection. And Dumbledore says, yes, I'll work with you. I will help you. But these are the conditions. Don't be such a dick. Among other things.
Sure.
And so that was cool. I was like, I like this story, and that, you know, he ultimately, what guided him was love.
Yeah.
You know, and finding all that out almost makes it worth going back and watching all the films again just to watch Snape.
Yeah.
Just to see the moments of like his interactions with Harry and stuff like that.
It's not to the same level, but it's almost, I don't want to say it because it would ruin the film, but it's like one of those films where you find out that the person was blind the whole time, and you go back and you rewatch it and you go, oh yeah, like it makes sense. They're feeling around for light switches instead of just reaching, you know, like it's interesting to rewatch and be like, okay, he's holding back or he's doing this in a scene, and you realize like he loved Lily or he was doing this to help Harry. You know, it has a new light shed on it.
Well, spoiler alert, now there's no reason for anyone to go watch Stuart Little. Thanks.
Sorry, kids. Sorry.
He is only one of the three blind mice. Yeah. So, but this is also where things get a little, you know, this glimpse into the past. This is one of the first things that perplexed me a little bit.
Okay.
We've seen an interaction between James and Snape before, where James was bullying Snape.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And it just kind of, like this film very much paints James as a total loser and not a great guy at all.
No.
And it just kind of like I don't think it would leave me as confused if in the past we hadn't really heard much about James, just that he was Harry's dad. But James has been praised in the past.
Yeah.
As being wonderful. Everybody loved James. And Harry's just like James. And, you know, so it's just like, is Snape just biased, or was everybody else wrong? Did James pull the wall? You know, was James actually a dick and just put on a face for everyone else? Right. So that leaves me a little confused. The other thing that leaves me confused.
That's a really interesting point that I've never appreciated the contrast. That's actually interesting. Yeah.
The other thing that leaves me really confused is, so there's this whole kind of like reveal moment of the wands and whose wand is whose, and who is the wand truly answering to. And I buy it when, you know, like we operate for a while under the assumption that because Snape killed Dumbledore, the wand went to Dumbledore, or went to Snape. And I'm like, right, okay, yeah, that makes sense. The owner of the wand dies, and so possession of the wand transfers to the person that killed him. Makes total sense. Then we find out, no. Possession of the wand went to Malfoy, and then from Malfoy to Harry, because Malfoy disarmed Dumbledore and Harry disarmed Malfoy. Right? And so, disarming him, that changes the ownership of the wand. And I'm like, wait, really? So how many times in the past have we seen Expelliarmus? How many times have we seen someone whip someone's wand out of their hands?
Yeah. Right.
In that moment, the ownership of the wand changed every time.
Huh.
Every time. And it's as simple as that.
Right.
Like, if I want your wand, all I have to do is walk up. Like, people, teenage boys would constantly be stealing each other's wand.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
I don't know, man. I was like, that just felt too... It felt too easy to me. It felt too... Like, it just didn't make any sense.
Right.
It feels like a plot hole. Though you can that easily... You can transfer the possession of someone's wand simply by walking up to them and saying Expelliarmus.
Right.
Simply by knocking the wand out of their hands, now the wand betrays that person and is now... now answers to the person who cast Expelliarmus. Like
it's almost like you could do it by mistake. Like, it's very simple thing that yeah, I hear you.
Oh yeah, sorry mate, I accidentally Expelliarmused you.
No worries.
I'm sorry. If you'd like to do it back to me, I would totally understand.
And if you want to come
Okay.
to my revolution later, there's going to be pamphlets.
Yeah, I'll print out a couple of pamphlets. And just a heads up, my mum will be there, as well as your boyfriend, who I hate. But that's all right. I don't know why this has happened. Now
Don't fight it. Just let it happen.
now I can't get that. Now I can't get the New Zealand thing out of my head.
Don't worry about it. Let it happen.
Wouldn't that be great? I think it'd just be funny if, like, because the Lord of the Rings were shot in New Zealand.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it'd be great if, like, all the extras that they got for the orcs were locals.
Oh, yeah.
And they all sounded like, so you've got these orcs, you've got, what is it, like, rag, what is it? Shagrat?
Yes.
Something?
Shagrat, yeah.
Right? And, instead of being like, oh, I'd like to take him and like all this and we want him alive and stuff like that. It's just like, oh, hey man, I think these are those little halflings we've been looking for.
Oh, I'm picturing, like, full out orc costume, sword in hand, and being like, "Oi, mate, looks like meat's back on the menu, boys."
Yep. Hello, Mr. Saruman. My name's Jeff. It's my first day as an orc. I'd just like to say I'm really looking forward to being involved as part of the team.
And just before I get started, I just wanted to, if I could get some more information on our benefit and dental program, just for just to. Do I go to HR for that or?
Yeah. Right. So if you could just pop that to me in an email, that'd be great.
Thank you. Glad to be part of the team.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just found it. I found it really confusing.
Sure.
Sure. But yeah. And then, so this is the second time I've seen it. This film.
Oh, right. I had forgot. So I've seen it a few times, but this, you've only seen it once going into this.
I've only seen it once prior to this.
Oh, wow.
And it was a different viewing experience for me this time because
Sure.
because nothing surprised me.
Sure.
Right? I went into the first one blind. I really didn't know what happened.
Right.
Even though it had been out for a little while by the time I saw it.
Sure.
I somehow avoided, it wasn't spoiler heavy the way like Star Wars and stuff is.
Yep.
And so there was a lot coming at me the first time I saw it. Right? Nagini is a Horcrux. Harry's a Horcrux.
Right.
Harry has to die. Snape's a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
Just all of this stuff, right? And so there was a lot coming at me. Hermione's got big enough cojones to jump onto the dragon under Green Gods.
Right.
Just all these things. And so this time I didn't have that. This time I could just focus on the movie. And I think I enjoyed it more this time because the first time I watched it, And up until now, all I've thought to myself is Dumbledore is a friggin' dick.
Yeah.
He raised Harry like a friggin' pig so that he could be slaughtered at the right moment.
Yep.
Screw him.
Yeah. Basically.
This time around, I was like, no, okay, I get it. It's got to be done.
You do, you don't. Yeah.
I don't know, man. Has to be done. And you can't tell him. Because
No,
even the most level-headed guy like Harry is going to be like, well, but I don't want to die. Like, you know, just a little self-preservating bastard.
Yeah.
Preservating that's not a word. Self-preserving bastard.
That's bad.
Yeah. So I don't know. And then my only other squabble, and then I'm going to hand this all over to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's this big plan the whole time. Like, Snape and Dumbledore are thick as thieves.
Yeah.
Do you not think that if we could have included one other person in the secrecy, if we could have let one more person into the loop, does it not make sense to bring McGonagall up to speed?
Yeah, no kidding.
Like, Minerva McGonagall is not just another professor.
No.
You know, and so I don't know, just to me, I was like, so much could have been, so much, I don't know, I guess I don't know how much differently things would have been because Snape still needed to keep up a facade.
Sure.
And so McGonagall would have had to have kept up her, like, optically, nothing would have changed. I
guess. But it's still nice to be in the know.
It's nice to know what the hell's going on.
For sure. Yeah.
Also, yeah, you're totally right. That ending scene where they've got all these kids and stuff, super awkward.
Super.
A little weird that it's like, you know, like, even after everything's been said and done, Malfoy kind of, you know, smiles. I'd flip him off. I'd be like, screw you, pal. And so help me God, if your kid dicks with my kid, I will Expelliarmus your ass and take your wand again.
Watch your back. Watch it.
Something that I think would have made that scene really nice would have been a much grayer presence of Hagrid.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Right? They're on platform 9 3/4. It would have been kind of cool to have Hagrid show up. And Hagrid is going to take Potter's kid under his wing the same way that he took Harry.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
It would have just been another, you know, like, that scene's already just a shit ton of fan service. So just phone it right in then. Just, you know, give it everything.
Yeah.
But... yeah. Talk to me about the things that rub you the right and wrong way about this movie.
Sure. So I think I have mostly critiques here, but just some are just anecdotal, more just observations. A couple might be actual talking points, but one is just on a minor scale. I'm not sure how the book actually portrays this scene, and I can't comment on that, but just in the film anyway, just how Snape goes down against Voldemort. I found that a little disappointing as much as I do like Snape. Like, honestly, everyone and their dog knew what Voldemort was leading up to. Like, he was kind of like leading up to this conversation that came to a head where you knew, like, okay, he's going to pop Snape with his wand. And, like, the whole time, like, Snape doesn't look kind of on guard, doesn't even get his wand out to be like, maybe I should just like hover my hand above my wand just to be ready, like I feel like something's gonna happen. And literally,
you think
just
there would have been a moment where Snape thought to himself, shit, this isn't working.
Yeah.
Plan B.
And like literally, like Voldemort had to spell it out to Snape that like, hey, I'm gonna like kill you right now. And I forget exactly what Voldemort says, but it's blatantly obvious, like he's gonna kill you. And Snape is just kind of like, my lord? And then like just gets popped. And like, I was like, dude, how did you not see that coming? You are Snape. You got to put up a bit more of a fight. I know plot wise what has to happen here, but just, it was a little deflating where he just like seemed like a confused, out of context person who just couldn't read a room.
That Alan Rickman impression was eerie good.
Which one?
When you said "my lord," I don't. Was that like a sound bite you were playing?
Are you being sarcastic?
Immensely.
Listen, I will say I am not I'm not that good at impressions in general, but Alan Rickman is a very difficult impression.
Oh, I can't do it.
Yeah. Next thing, I think just in general, I may have just enjoyed the sacrifice of Harry more if it actually indeed had to be that he had to die. Just maybe from a story element, I think I would have that would have been a little more profound to me. So take it or leave it. Where do I want to go? I'll go with, this is a comedic thing. There's a scene kind of when the bad people, as they shall be known as, are attacking Hogwarts, and Voldemort starts losing his crap when Horcruxes are getting destroyed and he's getting a little antsy, and he just like turns around and he's walking and pacing in front of some of his followers, and there's like one poor sucker who literally just says merely, like, quote unquote, "My lord," and he kills the fool. Like, literally just kills him after he just asks him, "My lord?" And, like, what poor timing. And I was just so genuinely curious, like, what was this guy going to ask? Like, he's going to be, like, was he going to be like, "My lord, what's wrong? My lord, would you like the last donut? My lord, did you say something?" Like, just, like, I'm curious what he was actually going to say. We'll never know. Of note,
"My lord, your fly is down."
Exactly. Of note, you made this point a long time ago, but just of the school Hogwarts being a character in a way, and at a certain point in the series, it's like that character is lost. Obviously, Hogwarts comes back in this one, but it's definitely not the same. I felt like the occurrence of Hogwarts in this film, or where we're shown Hogwarts in this film, was obviously so different. It's honestly more comparable to I'd say the last 20 minutes of Titanic, where we're just seeing as students running around chaotically screaming and kind of panicking. And the only difference between this and Titanic is there's not a stringed quartet playing "Nearer My God to Thee." So yeah, Hogwarts is back, but it is not to the same degree as in the first, at least two, maybe first 3 or 4 films.
And the absence of Billy Zane.
Exactly. And no Leonardo DiCaprio, so that was not good.
Crushing. Yeah.
Crushing. I think the final thing I just want to bring up, I was late to the party for the Harry Potter films, so I did not follow them throughout their release in theaters. I watched them, I think, a couple years after this one came out in theaters. So one thing I thought when I was watching this, I remember the build-up to the third and final Lord of the Rings film, and it was just a fun atmosphere of, you know, whether you read the books, whether you were familiar with the series or not, it was just a fun culminating activity where it was an experience. You were waiting for it to happen. It was something you circled the calendar for and you got excited for. I do, to a degree, envy missing out on that. I wasn't part of the frenzy, wasn't part of the build-up, where I know some people, whether they were casual fans to hardcore Harry Potter fans, they were excited about it. And I will say, compared to Lord of the Rings, this, for me, wouldn't have as much heart, wouldn't have as much traction, but I still think it could have been a cool experience that, unfortunately, I just won't have. But I did get aboard the Hogwarts Express, so to speak, and did ride that train as far as enjoying the series, so I guess it all turned out in a way.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's about all I've got, except for my score out of 10, unless there's anything else you want to add.
There's just, I feel like as these films get further on, there's a lot of things that maybe make less sense to the film viewer than they do to the book reader.
Sure.
And I haven't read the books this far. Yep. But just like, it's really convenient that the Resurrection Stone makes an appearance in the last 15 minutes of this film so that Harry's plan can just play out. Like, I don't know. There's just, there's a bunch of things that it's like...
Sure.
Huh. right? Or moments where it's like, there's a moment where I'm like, I can't remember exactly what was happening, but it was like all of a sudden I remember thinking to myself, why is Molly Weasley at Hogwarts? That is umbrella parenting if I've ever seen it. Like,
Right.
yeah, Molly's just there. Like Snape's left and they're like locking up the castle and stuff, and Molly's there, and I'm like, why? Just so that she can have screen time? Just to give an excuse that she's there part of the final battle?
Sure.
Like, okay, sure. All right. I don't know. But all right, well, 0 to 10 this shit for me, I guess.
On my scale, I gave it a 7.2 out of 10. So not a 10 out of 10, not a 9 out of 10, but still falls in the highest category for me. So on the metric of my scale, I would hire a babysitter, go out and see this in theaters if it wasn't COVID times, and buy some popcorn and go the full 9 yards and see this in theaters. On Marshall's scale, it's pretty close. I gave it a 6 or a 7. And again, of note, of my ranking of this film, I absolutely love, and it definitely influenced the score. Because John Williams had been absent for a while, we had, yes, the main Harry Potter theme in these films, but in just some of the normal soundtrack, we had been missing the John Williams riffs, and some of them made a return for this film, even though it wasn't John Williams. So I don't know if they got some permission or what kind of legality or formality took place for them to return, but it definitely made a difference for me, where there were sequences where I'm like, that has John Williams' fingerprint on it, and I could compare it to, yeah, that's from, I remember these riffs from the previous films when he was still in it. So that made a difference for me and was of significance. But somewhere in the 7 range.
Yeah, my guess is whoever was doing the music just thought to themselves, there's no way John Williams is going to watch this shit. Let's just go for it.
Listen.
Let's use a song. He's a busy guy. He's not going to watch this.
If there's a lawsuit, we'll deal with it at that time. We'll cross that bridge. Yeah. Let's just...
Yeah, whatever. We're going to make lots of money off this thing. We can afford it.
We can afford good lawyers.
Yeah.
Cool.
He's old. John Williams is old. He doesn't even remember what the... He won't know it's his. He'll hear it and go, oh, that sounds great. I wish I'd thought of it.
Oh, boy. What did you give this film out of 10?
I give it a 7, right on the nose.
Cool. Yep.
It's good. It's a great conclusion, but it's a good it's messy. There's loose ends that feel like they get tied up in a real haste.
Sure.
But that's just because there's so much, like, I just felt like there were so many loose ends going into this. So I think it's a good conclusion given, the corner that I feel like they maybe sort of backed themselves into.
Right.
So, but yeah, 7 out of 10. I'd go see it in the theater.
Cool.
So, all right. What, if anything, did you watch since I saw you last? Oh, not since I saw you last. That was like...
Ooh, that was
like 8 months ago.
A long time ago.
Yeah, since I talked to you last.
Yes. I will surprise you on 2 levels. 1, I did watch some things.
I have
2,
a theory as to where this is going, and I'm probably wrong, but...
Okay. 2, you will be surprised with what I watched. Where do you think this is going?
I'm hoping... that you watched The Invisible Man. And it would be appropriate because it's not? Oh, no. Son of a bitch.
It's on my list. It is.
All right.
But
what did you watch?
I think you'll still be pleased. I think you will be. I watched a film that you've recently watched and talked about. I watched The Conjuring.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. Whoa. Actually, I'm more mind blown and I'm more impressed because I actually so I've seen the whole series now.
Yes.
I watched it in order of release.
Sure.
I believe tonight, as soon as we're done recording this, I'm starting the franchise over, but in timeline order, like in chronological order versus. So, anyways.
Sure.
And there were some duds in the series, so on and so forth. I loved The Conjuring. Like,
Sure.
we didn't talk about this. I didn't give it a score, but if I had to score the first Conjuring film, it gets somewhere north of 9 out of 10.
Holy, what?
I loved it. I thought it was just so good. Anyways,
Sure.
I'm very happy that you've watched it.
Yeah.
It's easily my top 5 favorite horror films now.
Wow.
Tell me what you thought.
I'm going to disappoint you. Like, I didn't dislike it by any means. And obviously, goes without saying, if people aren't familiar with this show, with me in particular, this is not my cup of tea. Like, this isn't like a, hey, Thursday afternoon, time to throw in a DVD about some horror film or some kind of ghostly occurrence or something like that. So this isn't my usual haunt of film watching.
Horror for you is more like a cup of ginger beer.
Oh,
You take a swig
sucks.
thinking, "Ooh, this will be refreshing," and then you're like, not so much.
Literally. So listen, I love Patrick Dempsey. No, I almost said Patrick Dempsey. What's his name? Patrick
Wilson.
Patrick Wilson. Love him. The name's escaping me, but the female counterpart who plays his wife in the film, appreciate her as an actor.
Vivian something?
Yeah. Anyway, those two main actors, I appreciate and I enjoy most of the things that they're in. I think this film, I was maybe just expecting a lot, and I'm not sure what I was expecting. Like, you were singing high praises. Someone that I heard of, like, was saying it was their favorite film of all time. And I was like, holy frickin' poo. Like, I think I was just maybe had too high of expectations. So while it didn't disappoint me, when it finished, I was kind of like, okay. Yeah, like, it, jump scared me at some times. I don't think it was overly corny. It maybe fell into some cliches at times, but it didn't hit you in the face. And from both like a scary storytelling perspective and from just a filmmaking perspective, it was decently done. I give it in the range of like maybe a 6, but probably a 7 out of 10, just with the footnote of like, this isn't my type of film. So there are other 7 out of 10s that I just enjoyed more, but I gave it a 7 out on merit.
Well,
so,
and I would say that's crazy respectable considering not your cup of tea.
Mm-hmm. And no, like, not as a diss on the film, but I'm surprisingly usually, like, I'm pretty jump scary or like jittery for like the few days following after I watch a film like this, and for the most part I've been actually okay. So maybe I've grown. Maybe my tastes are changing as my palate changes. I'm more into bitter and non-sweet things.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it was an interesting view, obviously, and I probably won't continue in the series because I haven't heard like great things going forward of the other films, but it was an interesting view.
Okay.
So, what did you watch this week?
I watched what did I watch? I watched Dead Silence.
Oh.
Which is a horror film about like ventriloquist dummies.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's family friendly. I'd seen it I'd seen it years ago. It's just kind of a fun, scary movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The other one I watched, and I watched this, Halloween night? Yeah, Halloween night.
Ooh.
I had to watch something scary Halloween night.
Got to.
And so we went with, there's a small social bubble, whatever you want to call it, group of people that watched it.
True.
And so we picked something that none of us had seen. We picked a movie, and this is interesting. Jordan, who was on the show, let's face it, pretty much all of last month. He's a big horror dude.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm issuing a question and potentially a challenge. I want to know if he's seen it. And if he has seen it, I want to know what he thinks.
Sure.
And if he hasn't seen it, I want him to watch it and then tell me what he thinks.
Sure.
I don't know. I don't know. I can't give it a score because I just don't. I'm torn.
Huh.
Like literally the movie ended and I was like, I don't know. Like, I don't know how I thought until this happened, and then things made more sense, but then I still don't know. Anyways, the name of the film is The Possession of Hannah Grace. And yeah, it's I'll tell you what you get told from the trailer.
Sure.
It's an ex-cop who has left being a cop due to some PTSD.
Sure.
And is now working the night shift intake at a morgue. In like a big, it's like Chicago or Detroit or whatever. Like that's a job. There's a couple bodies a night coming in type of thing.
Yeah.
And so she takes all the pictures and does the data input and then puts the bodies in the coolers or whatever, right? And one of the bodies that comes in is, the film starts out and you see a exorcism gone wrong and the girl doesn't make it and the body ends up in the morgue. But even though the girl's dead, whatever was possessing her is still in the body type of thing.
Dang.
And yeah, so the whole thing basically takes place in the morgue for the most part. And I don't know. So Jordan, sweetheart, if you've seen it, tell me what you think. If you haven't seen it, give it a watch, and then let us know. Let me know what you think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
cool.
That's it. That's all I watched, aside from like shit that we have to watch for the show,
which is quite a bit.
Yeah.
Can I say one thing that came to mind? I think with The Conjuring, so I watched it remotely with someone, and I made a note of this. I just found it took me out of the film right from the beginning where they showed us that doll. Is it Anna? What's the name of the doll? That famous
Annabelle.
doll. Yeah. I found it a little corny. Like, that's not what the doll looks like in real life.
No, in real life, it's a Raggedy Ann.
It's literally not menacing. And I just thought it was a little corny that it looked that morbid. And I was like, you know what? The scary thing is what the doll does, not like what it looks like. Let's just...
Yeah, and I mean, if you invest time into the franchise, you watch the prequels, you'll find out why it looks that way. Like, it's pretty battle scarred and, you know, like... But, yeah, I agree. It's like, you made that as creepy doll-esque as you possibly could in a Hollywood-type way.
Sure. Yeah. I got a couple things to talk about here.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Yeah. It's time to have a heart-to-heart. There's some people that we need to talk about, and it's in a good way. It's people we need to acknowledge and remember, who we care deeply about because they, are cool people. They are also fans of film, fans of this show, and they are our Patreon supporters who we need to give our monthly shout-out because this is the first episode, first regular episode to be aired in November. So... we're going to give a big...
You were also making it sound like they were all dead. So
I should clarify. They are alive.
Okay.
They're
going to
valued.
Make it.
They are going to make it. So we got to give our big shout out to Nathan, to Daphne, to Marshall, and to Brenna. Thank you for supporting our show.
Oop.
Thank you for being patrons and being patrons at a tier level that earns you a monthly shout out, which I believe is tier 3.
Do you ever worry when we do this that they'll hear that and be like, oh shit, am I still signed up for that?
I hope not. Yeah, hopefully that's not the case.
I hope not too. That'd be depressing.
They're like, oh, I've been meaning to cancel that for months.
Hey, thanks for helping out the show. Oh, right.
Oh.
Huh.
I thought I cut that credit card up months ago.
If I cancel that, I could probably afford that extra slice of cheesecake at the...
Yeah. But...
thank you muchly.
Thank you muchly.
Y'all is wonderful.
Yeah, and thank you to all our Patreon supporters and to all our listeners.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, both of you. You're great.
We love you.
I love you both.
We love you. Mm-hmm. The only other thing I'll talk about is, if you haven't done so already, please check out our links below for Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Like, follow, subscribe if you have not done so already. please rate and review us positively wherever you're listening. And like I said in other episodes, you can check out our Patreon link below and our merchandise page below if you want to support the show, help us pay the bills. If you're not at that level of support, even just leaving a like and a comment and reaching out to us, we love hearing feedback. So if you want to do that, that would be fantastic.
Yeah. I can't believe Harry Potter's over.
Yeah. It's been a while. It's been a long journey.
For those of you asking, yes, there are some Fantastic Beasts movies. And yes, we will probably do them at some point. We'll probably wait until closer to when the next Fantastic Beasts movie comes out.
It makes sense.
It makes sense, and mostly we've got 2 other series that we're kind of itching to scratch or something.
And like on all the scale, like Harry Potter is above Fantastic Beasts as far as our interest level. The other 2 series we're more interested in pursuing right away. And it just, like you said, it doesn't make sense just to start it, and it's an incomplete series at this point. So
yes, like life. An incomplete series, so why bother starting?
Oh,
this metaphor is falling apart. I don't know where to go with this. Bail me out.
Bye.
Okay, bye.